The AI chatbot landscape has been dominated by ChatGPT for the past few years. But now, a new AI from Google is here to challenge the status quo. Gemini Ultra, a new AI developed by Google, is capable of astounding feats of understanding and expression. And it's already being called a serious contender to ChatGPT's throne. In this video, you will find out everything you need to know about Gemini Ultra and what it can do that we have never seen before. Let's start. Introduction to Google Gemini. Navigating through chatbots can feel like walking a tightrope. They need to be your search engine, creative companion, and personal assistant rolled into one. Take Google's latest chatbot, for instance. It's like the Swiss Army knife of AI, stepping in to enhance your search experience, voice commands, and productivity tools. When Google launched Gemini, only the Gemini Pro variant was readily available through Bard. Google claimed that Gemini Pro performed about on par with GPT 3.5, but with GPT-4 publicly available, the news felt a little underwhelming. Google had stated that the flagship model, Gemini Ultra, would be available to consumers in early 2024 following a round of private testing. While the firm did not directly state it, it was widely assumed at the time that the Ultra model would be included in a premium plan known as Bard Advanced, which has since been rebranded Gemini Advanced. No doubt, the previous Gemini iterations were decent, offering summaries of Shakespeare, tea suggestions, and even basic recipe assistance. However, it fell short of delivering visuals and lagged behind ChatGPT in response time. Gemini Ultra delivers on its promises, but it's not flawless. While it's adept at providing real-time updates and detailed business info via Google Maps, it struggles with creative tasks compared to ChatGPT+, especially in generating visually pleasing images. Despite its shortcomings, Gemini Ultra shines in handling typical Google tasks. However, refining these AI assistants for consistent and accurate responses requires ongoing user interaction to fine-tune their algorithms. Now, Gemini Ultra aims to transcend mere Q&A sessions and book summaries. Gemini Ultra versus ChatGPT-4. Gemini Ultra excels in understanding various forms of data, such as images, audio, and video, as well as mathematical reasoning. Unlike previous models, Gemini Ultra outperforms state-of-the-art results on 30 out of 32 widely used academic benchmarks in the field of large language model, LLM, research and development. It dominates ChatGPT across a range of scholastic benchmarks, displaying its ability in different spaces. As far as broad comprehension, Gemini Ultra amazes with an extraordinary 90.0%. In huge perform, various tasks, language figuring out, MMLU, easily getting a handle on 57 subjects going from STEM to humanities. In correlation, GPT-4 falls somewhat behind with an 86.4% five-shot capacity in a comparative benchmark. With regards to thinking capacities, Gemini Ultra dazzles with an 83.6% score in the huge seat hard benchmark, showing capability in multi-step thinking assignments. GPT-4 paths intimately with an 83.1% three-shot capacity in an equivalent setting. In understanding perception, Gemini Ultra sparkles with an 82.4 F1 score in the drop benchmark, outperforming GPT-4V's 80.9 three-shot capacity in a comparable situation. Gemini Ultra further exhibits its solidarity in conventional thinking, accomplishing an 87.8% 10-shot capacity in the HelloSwag benchmark, but marginally lower than GPT-4's 95.3% presentation in a similar test. With regards to numerical capability, Gemini Ultra succeeds with a 94.4% score in essential number juggling controls, while GPT-4 keeps a 92.0% five-shot capacity in grade school numerical statements. Besides, Gemini Ultra exhibits its capacity to handle complex numerical questions with a 53.2% four-shot capacity, beating GPT-4's 52.9% presentation in a comparative setting. In code age errands, Gemini Ultra shows an exemplary 74.4% capacity in producing Python code, outperforming GPT-4's 67.0% exhibition in a comparable benchmark. Furthermore, Gemini Ultra performs exceptionally well in coding benchmarks, including the industry-standard Human Evil and our internal dataset, Natural 2 Code, accomplishing a 74.9% zero-shot capacity, marginally pushing out GPT-4's 73.9% presentation in a similar errand. While the two models, including ChatGPT, draw from different information sources, Gemini computer-based intelligence stands apart for its flexibility and power. With Gemini Ultra's unrivaled presentation across numerous benchmarks, it arises as a considerable and versatile device for different applications, separating it from ChatGPT and other man-made intelligence models in the field. But that's not all. In image-related benchmarks, Gemini Ultra outshines previous models even without the aid of optical character recognition (OCR) systems. This demonstrates Gemini's inherent ability to understand multimodal data, showcasing its advanced reasoning capabilities. This improved version not only broadens the spectrum of interactions with users, but also demonstrates a better comprehension of contextual clues obtained from earlier interactions. This increased capability opens up a plethora of options for real-world applications. Real-life applications. Let's say you're a student grappling with a tough mathematical idea. Gemini Ultra can act as your personal tutor, offering step-by-step instructions based on your learning style. Unlike previous models, it can break down the subject into manageable bits, provide sample exams to reinforce learning, and hold back-and-forth talks to clear up any confusion. For example, a lot of students struggle with calculus. If you are one of them, or maybe your child is one of those people, Gemini Ultra may lead you through derivative calculations while providing insights and practice questions along the way. Software developers are not exempted from its advantages. As a software developer dealing with a difficult coding situation at work, Gemini Ultra may serve as a virtual colleague, helping you brainstorm ideas and evaluate various coding approaches. Maybe you want to optimize a database query. Gemini Ultra will recommend several methods, analyze the trade-offs, and even simulate the performance of various solutions. What could be more amazing? Gemini Ultra is also an important resource for digital creators who want to improve their content and communicate with their audience. It will help analyze industry trends, produce new content ideas, and brainstorm creative ways to build your audience, be it on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Reddit. Gemini Ultra will do this by recommending content themes based on current trends, offering tactics to boost user interaction, and even creating intriguing captions or posts. As you can see, in each of these instances, Gemini Ultra serves as a versatile helper, employing its enhanced skills to deliver bespoke solutions and support across multiple domains. Whether it's education, software development, or content production, Gemini Ultra displays its ability to adapt to user demands, support learning and creativity, and ultimately increase productivity and effectiveness. So how exactly is Gemini Ultra different? The most intriguing aspect of Google Gemini Ultra is its unique feature that provides users with a diverse tool for creating content tailored to their unique requirements. Users may easily change their material to different situations and audiences by selecting alternatives such as shorter, simple, lengthier, more informal, and more professional. Unlike Google Gemini Ultra, ChatGPT currently lacks this feature, which could improve content generation and user experience. Once you tap the option for a more limited or longer result, it permits users to control the profundity and broadness of the created content. Whether creating a compact rundown or diving into nitty-gritty clarifications, clients can redo the length to line up with their necessities. This adaptability saves time and exertion by giving custom-made yields without the requirement for broad altering or refinement. On the other hand, by choosing an easier result, users can guarantee clearness and openness, making the substance more reasonable for a more extensive crowd. Also, the capacity to determine the easygoing quality or incredible skill of the result permits clients to match the tone to the target group or reason. You could be writing about the French Revolution, and with each option readily available for you, you can tap how you prefer it. Whether going for the gold and casual style or a cleaned and proficient disposition, clients can flawlessly adjust the substance to suit different correspondence settings. This customization upgrades the importance and adequacy of the created content in drawing in and resounding with the target group. One other aspect where Gemini Ultra stands out is speed. While Gemini can respond to inquiries in around 21 seconds, ChatGPT requires almost 45 seconds for a similar undertaking. You will agree with me that this speed hole can be disappointing on occasion, particularly when fast reactions are required. Gemini's speed advantage is because of its specific plan and devoted equipment, permitting it to quickly process and produce more reactions. Then again, ChatGPT depends on cloud-based servers and may confront bottlenecks because of organization dormancy or server load. This speed contrast can affect client experience, especially in time-touchy circumstances or ongoing discussions where prompt reactions are vital. Clients might end up standing by longer for ChatGPT to give replies, prompting disappointment and restlessness. Another difference lies in the images they generate. You will be blown away at how realistic the images made by Google Gemini Ultra look. They're so close to real photos that it's hard to tell them apart from ones taken by people. But when you compare them to the images made by ChatGPT, you can see a clear difference. ChatGPT's images often have obvious signs that they were made by a computer. The reason for this gap is the way each tool works. Gemini Ultra uses advanced methods and a huge amount of data to understand and copy all the little details you find in real images, like textures, lighting, and angles. On the other hand, ChatGPT focuses more on making images quickly, rather than making them super realistic. That's why its outputs can look simpler or more stylized. When you look closely at the images, you can spot small things like strange textures or distortions that give away that they were made by ChatGPT. Gemini Advanced, which is the only way you can access the Gemini Ultra, will originally be accessible in over 150 countries and homes, but only in English. Plans are on the way to include Japanese and Korean language support. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.